Hello team, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Lou Kelly, also known as the Exercise Engineer, and I am a hybrid athlete. I love optimizing my health through both strength training and running. I try to say it equally, but I do slightly more strength training, but still class as hybrid because I love utilizing both of them. On many of my other videos and podcasts, I go into much more detail about why you would want to be a hybrid athlete, or why you don't have to call yourself an athlete, but why you would want to utilize the benefits of both of these things. And yes, absolutely, you can do both of these things. Like, I know a lot of people say that they will counteract each other, but actually, if you do it right and apply it correctly, they can benefit each other so much and actually complement each other as well. And this whole guide that I have put together explains all that at the same time: what you should do, what you shouldn't, the exact workout schedules you need to do, the exact run schedules you need to do. And this is for everyone. So there's two different versions within this. There's an everyday one and a marathon one, but I'm going to go through that in more detail in this little quick video, just showing you what I've created. So this is like the exact workouts, literally the exact workouts that I did for the build up to my marathons, and utilizing the sorts of types of runs that I was doing on the build up to my marathon as well. So this is a 14-week plan. It's 12 weeks building up to it, and then it includes a 2-week deload at the end. So the contents page, so getting started. I'm not going to run through the full document, obviously, because then you wouldn't buy it. Well, actually, you would need to buy it to actually click on the workouts, but that's not the point. So getting started, ideally, you would read this whole thing in its entirety before you ask me questions, but always happy to answer questions sort of as we go, but as you do. Obviously, my 5 non-negotiables. I have non-negotiables for everything that I do. But specifically for running, they are very different to if your goal is fat loss or building muscle. So the 5 specific non-negotiables for being hybrid, including running towards a race, that sort of thing. So if I just whip through those, then we have, you choose your focus. It goes through all the different run types as well, just explaining why we do particular runs, and how to monitor those as well. So it uses RPE, so you don't need a smartwatch or anything like that. You don't need to go to your VO2 max, anything along those lines. But as long as you understand your RPE, which is your rate of perceived exertion, you understand how much effort you are putting in, that is all you need for this guide. So super low barrier to entry for this. You don't need an expensive watch at all. You don't need to be a pro runner at all. Beginners can start with this as well. So firstly, you choose your focus. So do you want to do equal amounts of strength training and running? This is for someone who maybe wants to build muscle, lose some fat, and learn to love and incorporate running into their life and improve their overall fitness and health and just feel their best. If you are someone that's maybe signed up for a race and you want to put your priority on running, but you still want to maintain your muscle, especially in your upper body, the running focus is for you. This will have 1 less strength session per week and then 1 extra run. And then you've got the strength focus, which is predominantly still focused on your hypertrophy, your building strength, your body recomps. From the main program, you will only have 1 run, and then you'll have an extra strength session. So you'll have 4 per week instead of just 3. So then you choose, so you've chosen your equal focus, your running focus, or your strength focused. Then you choose your run level. So if you are relatively like a beginner, someone new to running, or you're just running for enjoyment, you're not actually running towards a race, or you don't have time for super long marathon training runs, the everyday run level is for you. This would also be for you if you are building a 5 or a 10K and you want to keep the runs relatively short and think about more on the pace. If you're working towards a half marathon, you can choose between everyday and marathon, depending on if it's your first one or if you're trying to beat a PB. And then obviously the marathon, this run level is for you if you are signed up to a marathon and you're like, hell yeah, let's go, or oh shit, what have I done? This is like, it's still for you if you've never ran a marathon before. However, if you are a complete beginner, I want you to do this program twice. You only buy it once. You can rinse and repeat this as many times as you want, but I would do it twice minimum. Start with the everyday, build it up, include the deload weeks, and then do the marathon one. So ideally, if you've planned this well enough, you should be starting your training 28 weeks before the marathon. Yes, that's scary because that's more than half a year, but that is like the minimum, really, what you should be building on. If you want to get a decent pace, you want to get around the full thing without stopping. That's what we're working with. So these are just, I'm just going to show you the first 2 weeks, and then I'm not going to show you the rest because it's literally the same. But after the weeks, you have loads of really good refuel recipes, high protein recipes, high carb recipes, the exact recipe that I had the day of my marathon, really good meal prep, and FAQs as well. So frequently asked questions. There's 2 full pages of those. So I answer all of your beautiful questions. And then there's a support page on the back as well. But just to go through what you actually get included in your weekly schedule. So obviously, depending on which focus you choose is how many of each of these you do. Really, you could do them all because there's 7 days in the week. However, do not risk risk overtraining. That's definitely a thing. I did overtrain at one point and it's not fun if you get injured. Then you got to pay for a physio and then it's just, it's not great. But I would recommend getting sports massages. Top tip. Right, okay, focus, Louise. So strength. These are literally clicks. Like you can see, you click on that and it will take you to the exact workout that I did. I filmed every single workout that I did on my build up to the marathon. They are the exact workouts that I did. I recommend you get a booty band, literally one like this, and then 1 or 2 kettlebells, preferably 2, one that you can safely press above your head with one arm, and then a heavier one for leg day, or you could just get one and one that you can press above your head with both arms. Try and get relatively heavy on this. So you click on those, that takes you to the exact video workout on YouTube. And then just to explain this a little bit down here, so the E is your everyday. So depending on which run level you chose, this is your everyday plan, or the marathon plan is down here. So just to explain a little bit, so your easy or your long run, self-explanatory, just go at an easy pace. You should be able to maintain a full conversation. Like, obviously breathing a little bit, but you should be able to string a full sentence together. That's the pace you're working with for those runs. And then your tempo runs, just to explain. So your RP of 8, like that is a good pace. That is a fast pace, faster than ideally your marathon pace. And that's sort of explaining 4 intervals of 5 minutes. So 5 minutes, I want you to be running at an RPE of 8. What I don't want you to do is set off too quickly, run at an RPE of 9, and then not be able to continue it for more than 2 minutes, and then it drops off. That 5 minutes, I want that pace to be as solid and consistent as possible, and then you have a 1 minute recovery, then you go again. Tempo runs are hard. I'm just going to warn you. They're not supposed to be easy. Neither are the hill sprints. I will warn you now. Hill sprints, you need to be going for it. It's all explained in your run types, what each of these are, but you need to be going for those hill sprints. It's only 30 seconds, and then you walk back down the hill for your recovery. You go again, you walk back down, you go again. And then same with the progression runs. There's loads of different types of runs in the following weeks as well, but just to cover just one more, you've got your progression run. So that starts off exertion, like an effort rate of 6. that's starting to just become over your comfortable range. You're starting to pick up the pace. Maybe that is your marathon pace, like a 6 or a 7. 7 minutes of that, then you increase your effort level for the next 7 minutes, and then the next 7 minutes is an 8. So you need to be going for it in that last 7 minutes. With most of these runs, if you just, apart from the easy and the long runs, if you just add on a 5-minute warm up and cool down, which is an RPE of 4 or 5, like really, really slow, just building up into it. But yeah, I just wanted to cover that, guys. And yes, I will be putting a discount code on it. Obviously, there is an early bird discount code. If you jump on this straight away, I will always reward quick action, especially if you are 28 weeks out from your marathon. The discount code for this is hybrid. Maybe I shouldn't call it hybrid 50, but I will. Get on it, guys. Maybe hybrid 50 is a bit extreme, but no, I've said it now. Let's just go for it. Hybrid 50. Get on it. 50% off. Don't say I don't do anything for you. If you do have any questions on this before thinking about purchasing, please just message me on either Instagram at the Exercise Engineer or email me, lou@theexerciseengineer.com. Always happy to answer any questions on this. And yeah, I'm going to love you and leave you there, guys. Fantastic. Thank you so much for listening. How do I stop this recording? Bye, guys.